Just because you can, just because you're capable, just because you're strong enough, doesn't mean you have to carry that load. So a lot of times on our journey, we are shown areas where we don't have healthy boundaries, or we may be taking on too much, or we may be outputting too much energy. But as a result, we experience a depletion, or you may be experiencing physical symptoms. What came up last night in the master group is quite a few of us have been carrying or feeling the physical guidance of us doing things or carrying the weight of other people's energy that are affecting us physically, whether it be a shoulder pain, whether it be just muscle fatigued, maybe it's depression. Those are all symptoms that we are doing more than we really need to. And a lot of times that is based in a belief. Oh, I need to do this, or I'm the mother, or I'm the wife, or I'm the best friend, or I'm the boss, or I'm the guide. And a lot of times we put ourselves in positions of carrying extra energy that we really don't need to. Even putting up with negative energy around us, and you might say, or I say, hey, I don't take it personally, and I am holding space for this person. But just because you can doesn't mean you're always called to. Now, that doesn't also mean that you're not, but it's all dependent on how you feel about it and your own soul's journey and experience that you've been called to experience. So the crux of this message is just because you can doesn't mean you need to. If you're feeling enlivened and you're feeling it's giving you something back and it's an equal give and take, then that's beautiful. But if it's always where you are holding the space or you are the one giving and it is draining you in some way, shape, or form, mind, body, or spirit, it is just a time to reflect and allow that reflection to show you a piece of yourself that you might have been denying or might have been ignoring or might have been shoving into a little corner. So I did pull a couple oracle cards just to see what the reflection of this message is and guidance for all of us. And obviously take it in a way that resonates. Sometimes what I say verbatim isn't exactly how you're going to receive it. So it's about trusting the reflection of what you're receiving and allowing it to show you something about yourself. The outside world is always showing us a reflection of ourselves, whether it's illuminating and showing us that light and that freedom that we're embodying, but it can also reflect those areas that we are containing our energy and an area in our life or a belief system that is begging for freedom, liberation. So it's up to us to find the light, the wisdom, and the understanding of the reflections outside of us that might not feel so freeing, that might feel a little stuck, that might make us ponder. And that's beautiful. All of experiences are beautiful. They're all reflections essentially of our own energy, giving us an opportunity to engage and communicate in pieces of ourself that we may not have been open to or aware of. And it's bringing it into our consciousness so that we can really embody our divinity, our clarity, our light. So it's interesting. So this one came up, and this is a little snow heart. And snow always represents that purity, that clarity, that connection to our divinity, innocence, healing of childhood wounds. It even looks like a little angel. See the wing here? And the little guy, he looks like a little cherub. He's pointing this way. He even looks like he has fluffy hair, a little eye, a little turned up nose, a little mouth, a little chin. And he's moving forward. He's moving forward, yet he's very grounded and implanted in his positioning. So to me, it's showing his connection and his commitment and his devotion to his divinity, but with that forward movement. Also, his neck appears kind of thick. So the thick neck can represent two things. It can represent where maybe you aren't expressing that heart energy, or it can represent a really strong throat chakra of moving forward. You've had to stand up, speak up, in spite of whatever's going on in your outside reflection. You've had to remain strong in your truth, strong and stable in your truth. But the actual energy says, card says, energy signals create. Your true vibration, represented by the divinity, motivates, inspires, and uplifts and excites you. When you step into your vibration, you give off a frequency, which is your stamp. It's your divine frequency. It's your soul's imprint. Your imprint on earth. It is a creative force which is unique and individual to you, creating a life that is perfectly matched and reflective of your energy. So this card is essentially saying you have your own vibration that is unique unto you, and that's going to feel uplifting and good. It's not going to feel stuck. It's not going to feel imprisoned. It's not going to feel depleted. It's not going to feel heavy. However, all of those kind of situations that we experience in life are to ultimately bring us to that freedom, to show us those areas that we're not honoring or respecting our divinity, our own imprint, our own excitement, our own passion, our own creative energy to be manifesting on the physical earth. So this is just saying, your true vibration motivates, uplifts, and inspires. And in any area of life that you're not reflecting that kind of energy, it's a call just to reflect and to see where you're being called to greater freedom. And then I pulled a shamanic healing because what are we healing during this time of letting go? What are we healing during this time of transformation? What are we being called to liberate and embrace within our own energy? And we received unlimited possibilities. So that's a 19. That equals a 10. That equals new beginnings. And it's kind of similar because this is a tree, very rooted and grounded, implanted in Mother Earth, very grounded energy, root chakra, balancing and anchoring into what? Our own divinity. So this is saying some of the burdens that we are releasing are those areas where we have limited perception and beliefs in the possibility. So sometimes we do things and think we need to carry it. Even if it's helping a loved one, a child, we think we need to carry that weight. But we're here at saying we're actually being called to release into unlimited possibilities of healing, of being, of connectedness. It is a freeing, it is a growth. And all of these leaves on this tree are actually little butterflies. So we're being called to release the old and old cycles as we transform into this greater freedom and liberation, knowing and allowing greater possibilities to enter our awareness so we can be set free of the heaviness. We're being called to release. Release into what? The angel that we are, moving forward in our angelic self.